let's talk about some toy haulers with big garages. And I don't think you can talk about toy haulers without talking about probably one of the most premier brands in the industry, which is the Keystone Raptor. And folks, this is the Raptor 413. It's a beautiful floor plan. You have a 13-foot garage back here, which, you know, if you've been looking at toy haulers, you probably know 13 foot is kind of right at that cutoff mark of being able to fit a side-by-side in the garage. So if that's something you're looking for, you want to make sure that you're able to fit your side-by-side. I always do recommend making sure you take the dimensions of the one you're looking at or the one you currently have just to be sure. But 13 foot is generally that cutoff of where you should be just fine. Now, when we take a look back here in the garage, I want to talk about a couple things of note. Now, you know, it's a little chilly out today, as you can see by my 15 layers of clothing and my gloves here. But if you take a look out the back, even though we don't have it opened up, you'll notice a couple things. One, the doors themselves. I love what they've done here. So rather than use like a simple screen, or, you know, some manufacturers have like roll down screens, with Raptor, you get actual sliding doors, right? And you want to talk about being able to be in a space, you know, in an extended season like the fall, spring, something like that, and still be comfortable in here. That right there is a great way to do it. Now, you can remove the panes of glass in there if you just want screens, you know, so if you want the breeze to come through, you can absolutely do that. But it's easy to open, easy to close. You don't have to mess with the zipper. You know, kids can go in and out super simple and easily. And so I personally just love what they have done. Now, when the ramp is dropped, you also, of course, have your party deck, as you would expect. I mean, you know, if you're starting to get into premium toy haulers, it's all about the deck life, right? So you drop that out, you're good to go. You have the steps right here, so that way you can enter and exit right from that party ramp if you so choose. Of course, you also have another entrance right here into the garage. While we're looking at the garage, you can see a couple things. You know, it is an insulated garage floor. That's going to be important. One of the quick and easy ways to tell, just to give you a little piece of knowledge, right? If we take a look at the difference right here. So, you know, your RV floors will normally be insulated. If you come into the garage and the garage is lower than what the main floor is, there's a good chance your garage isn't insulated. The garage floor isn't. And if you plan on having people stay back here, which, you know, you have 2 queen beds, chances are you're probably going to have people sleeping back here. I personally would want a garage floor, insulated garage floor if it's getting cold out, and this one will have that. You also see the D-rings, the tie-downs all the way around, big heavy-duty tie-downs. Rollover sofas, if you haven't seen them before, you know, they're pretty common in the industry. They roll over, just like the name implies, into a bed. So just like that, you'll do the same thing on the other side to get the bed here. When you lift these up, you can have it lift up, you know, in bed form if you want. Just like this, it'll go right up underneath the bed. Both those will lift all the way up to the ceiling. That will give you maximum width. If you need the maximum width of the garage, that's the way to do it. If you need a little more height, like you have a golf cart with, you know, the top on it, something like that, you can drop the sofas down to the side, and it won't, you know, of course, there'll be a little bit extra on the side here, so you won't get as much width, but you will get a little more height. So it does give you some versatility in how you want to pack your toys in here. Now, a couple quick things. If we take a look up at the ceiling, I want to point out, you'll see electrical outlets on the ceiling. You know, they're thinking about people right here. If you're sleeping up there, you probably still have a cell phone. It probably still needs to be charged at night. That's when I charge mine. So this gives you the capability to do that. You also see an AC unit up here. Folks, one of the great things about Raptor is they are one of the few brands that use the Omni-Chill AC system, where this unit actually has 3 ACs, and all 3 are able to run simultaneously. That's something that normally isn't possible, but they have like a nice soft start, you know, low power consumption, so they're able to run all 3, which really gives you super efficient cooling all the way through here, even on the hottest days. So, you know, sometimes, again, you get what you pay for. The Raptor certainly isn't the least expensive unit out there, but you get top-end amenities. And we do have excellent pricing. I mean, this one, you know, it sleeps 8. You're a little under 15,000 pounds dry, so nice and big. 43 foot 6 inches long, and this one is starting at under $81,000, which is about $16.20 a day. Another big thing too, when we talk about toy haulers, folks, if you want to get out there, right, you want to be off the grid, this one can do it too. You have a 106-gallon fresh tank, which, you know, again, isn't super uncommon for a lot of toy haulers to have big fresh tanks, but a lot of times they tend to fall off on the gray and black. This one has 82-gallon gray, 82-gallon black, so huge tanks all the way around. If we flip it around, I do want to show you some quick stuff up here. There's so much to talk about on this RV. I'm afraid I'm going to run out of time, but we have storage on both sides here, electrical outlets, TV right there in the center, washer dryer hookup. So if you want a washer and dryer, you can certainly have that in here too. And you will see right here is a half bath. Porcelain bowl, you have the faucet there, and we'll see in just a second you have 2 entrances into this bathroom here. Now bear in mind, folks, when we talk about toy haulers, this doesn't have to be for someone that has a side-by-side or quads or motorcycles. If you just have a big family and you have a lot of stuff that you want to bring, maybe you need to sleep 8 people and you want to bring 8 bicycles. That's a tough thing to do a lot of times, but with a toy hauler, you have all this storage space where you can put all those bikes and still be able to have space for everyone to sleep in here. And so, don't count a toy hauler out just because you don't have toys. Bicycles or anything else can still be considered a toy. Let me kind of move this to this side here for you, Kevin. This is the ladder so we can climb up into the loft. If you're able to come through and actually spin around, I'll show everyone real quick. So right up top there is a loft, again, and that is part of that extra sleeping capacity. You have the ladder to be able to climb right up in there. Now, if we take a look at our camp side, you'll see a couple different things. One is a really nice pull-out pantry. You can see that right there. You can see it's beautifully finished inside. It's not rough. I love that they actually finished that off. And then you will see the Norcold 18 cubic foot fridge freezer. Now, one of the things I love about this one, folks, is that this one does run off both electric and propane. A lot of times when you start getting into, an 18 cubic foot fridge, you're into residential only. And, maybe you don't want to have to run your generator to run your fridge. Well, with this one, you don't have to. You can use that propane to keep everything nice and cool. Excuse me. Theater seats here as well. It sounds funny when I say it, but it wouldn't be a toy hauler without theater seats, right? Seems like just about every floor plan out there has them, but for good reason. They're super comfortable, especially if you are out riding toys after a hard day's riding. You're gonna want something that's nice and soft to sit on. This right here will be exactly that. You'll see that you have a spot for remotes there, some cup holders. Those are these light up. They also have massage and heat features, which are cool. Now, we'll get to the rest of the living area in a second. Before we do, I do want to touch on the kitchen. L-shaped kitchen, solid surface countertops, nice big sink, plenty of storage all the way around here. A spot for the trash can. You'll see that the countertop lights up, just absolutely gorgeous. Good spot here for a coffee maker off to the side. Plenty of kitchen storage all the way throughout, including storage underneath the oven. Now, as I mentioned, I said you had dual access to the bathroom, and so you have this right here. Now, the reason I do like this, they didn't have to put a door here. They could have put nothing. I should probably show you this too. Storage up top, right? Big storage, hard to access. You'll definitely need a step stool because toy haulers have such high ceilings, but at least they gave you storage there. But the reason I like this is, if you don't want to go upstairs or maybe you have bad knees, it's hard to get up and down stairs, you have a bathroom that is on the main floor, which is pretty cool. So I do really enjoy that. So, if you're sitting here, you just want to get up and use that, you can. We'll see the other bathroom in just a second, but I like that they at least gave you that option, didn't just leave it a plain wall. Now, the rest of the living area, right, because it is a mid-living, is right here. You get the, kind of L-shaped lounge area. Super comfy, big windows letting in a ton of natural light, huge slide heights. Another big advantage of toy haulers, folks. Take a look at this slide height, right? If you're a tall person and you're sick of getting out of a sofa and hitting your head on a slide, consider a toy hauler. With slides like this in the main living area, there's no way you're going to be knocking your head on that. Taking a look here, entertainment center, big TV, multimedia center right there with some speakers, and of course you have the fireplace underneath, plus a central vac to help vacuum everything up, keep everything nice and clean. Talked about bad knees. I love this too. Take a look. You have a built-in grab handle to be able to get up the stairs. The in-command system is a fantastic touchscreen system. You can run everything on here, generators, awning, lights, auto level. Everything can be done right from there. Now we step into the main bathroom. You'll see porcelain toilet, right? Kind of right down there. Porcelain, of course, being nice and easy to clean. Plenty of space. The shower, you can see, if I stand in there, again, I have good head height here. So even, being 6'3", 6'4", I'll still be able to stand in there. Beautiful shower surround, which for the record, that's a one-piece shower. So less chance for any kind of leaks, which is definitely, I know, a big concern. Unless you've had a remodel at home, chances are you have a one-piece shower in your home. And so you know the value of having a one-piece and probably how long you've had that shower or tub and know that, you haven't had any issues. It'll be the same here. Kind of almost a cool, living rock edge on there, right? Just, kind of a neat design. Living rock, that sounds oxymoronic, I guess. But they're, so you say living wood. I don't know what else you want to call it, but it's kind of a cool rock edge. You can see that there. And then when we come into the bedroom, folks, last couple things I want to touch on. You do have slide-out wardrobe space, so plenty of space right up there. Storage all the way around, nightstands, and there's a TV at the foot of the bed if you want that as well. Plus that third AC right there in the bedroom with its own separate thermistor, so you're able to control it. I'm telling you, folks, from the inside out, this thing is absolutely loaded. Let's start right up front. One of the big things with toy haulers is generators. I have a lot of people that ask me, hey, can I get an RV with a generator? Well, I'm here to tell you, unless it's a toy hauler, chances are pretty low, right? We're talking about towables. You know, there are some fifth wheels, some of your higher end fifth wheels where you can get generators, but especially travel trailers. Folks, if you want a travel trailer with a generator, let's look at a toy haulers. Again, even if you don't have toys, it's still an excellent option. Dropping down right underneath here, Cummins Onan 5500 watt, folks. There it is. That bad boy will power everything in here. Now, you'll also see two 30-pound propane tanks. You know, as I said, that fridge can run off propane. If you want to do so, you're going to want to make sure you have a lot. That'll do it. You get some storage right in here. Your in-command system with the brain box will be there as well. Let's make our way around back. There's a lot I want to touch on this one too, folks. This one has auto level. Touch a button, it levels itself out. Super simple. Outside speakers. You can see the auto level right here, right? There's your jack. MoreRide CRE 3000 suspension system. That will give you 3 inches of travel, helping to take out a lot of those bumps in the road, giving you a nice smooth ride. Triple axle. With weight like this, you definitely want the triple axle. This one has about 3,800 pounds of cargo carrying capacity, by the way, in case you're wondering. And you can put 3,000 of that in the garage. So again, if you have a lot of stuff you want to put back there, no issues at all. Backup camera comes standard. You have an awning on the back, so when you're living that deck life, you can put that awning out. And on the other side, you have a fuel fill station over here, folks. 60 gallons of fuel. So if you do have those toys and you want to fill it up, you are going to be good to go with this bad boy. And if you're interested in this beautiful Raptor, all you have to do is text the word RV to 46642.